All right, so in this video, I'm going to continue on with the multiplying polynomials. All right, so this is part two. So for this one here, it's kind of expanding on the previous video. Things get a little bit more, I won't say complicated, but yeah, just kind of more multiplying polynomials. All right, so again, polynomials are these things in the brackets. All right, so you got number, variable, exponent, and so on. And traditionally, they're written in descending powers of x. Okay. All right. So in the previous video, we did like 2 by 2. So when there's 2 terms times 2 terms, we also did 2 terms times 3 terms. So now we're kind of going a little further down the road, and we're doing 3 by 3 now. Right. So the key thing here is when you're multiplying 3 by 3, we need to match all of these up. So 3x squared is going to get multiplied with each one of these terms in the second set. Likewise, the negative 2x gets multiplied with each one of the terms. And as well, it's a different color here, the 1 gets multiplied in as well. All right, so we're going to actually end up with 9 terms, and then we're going to collect our like terms. All right. So basically, when you do it here, you're just going to match up each term and multiply them together. All right. So as a result, so let's start out with 3x squared. So 3x squared, if I multiply it with each one of these, I'm going to get, first off, I'm going to get 12x to the fourth. So that's 3x squared times 4x squared. And next up, 3x squared times x is positive 3x cubed. And then I have 3x squared times negative 6, so that's negative 18x squared. Okay, so when I multiply 3x with each one of these terms, I get these 3 here. Next, I got to do it with a negative 2x. So negative 2x times 4x squared is negative 8x cubed. 8x cubed. Next up, we got negative 2x squared. And then we also have a positive 12x. And then lastly, we're going to multiply 1 with each one of these terms. So 1 times 4x squared is 4x squared. And 1 times x is x. And 1 times negative 6 is negative 6. Right? So yeah, so we do end up getting 9 terms, right? Because that's 3 by 3. All right, so now what we need to do is we need to collect our like terms. So the only thing, this is the only term with a x to the 4th power, so I'm just going to write that down. X cubed, I got 3x cubed, and I got negative 8x cubed. So that's, put those together, that's negative 5x cubed. And then I have, let's see here, negative 18x squared, negative 2x squared, plus 4x squared. All right, so I have 3 terms here I want to combine. Negative 18 minus 2 is negative 20, plus 4 is negative 16. Negative 16x squared. I'm running out of shapes. Triangle. All right, so 12x plus x is 13x. Then I have the minus 6 left over. Okay, so this is now, so whenever you multiply a 3 by 3, you're going to end up with 9 terms, and then you need to collect your like terms. So this would be final answer. Cool. All right, so let's go on to the next here. All right, so this one here, you need to actually read this off properly. All right, so we're multiplying the 2x minus 3 with the x plus 6, and then we're subtracting x plus 2 squared. All right, so according to BEDMAS, we need to do multiplication first. So we're going to multiply these two together as well. The x plus 2 squared, remember from last lesson, we can't just bring the square in here, right? So that's incorrect. We actually need to write this out twice. All right, so actually, you know what? For my first step here, I'm going to do that. So let me just write out the first set here, the minus. All right, so x plus 2 squared is x plus 2 times x plus 2. All right, so according to BEDMAS, we need to do multiplication. So we need to multiply these two together and these together, and then at the end, we're going to subtract. So yeah, so we're going to, and remember that acronym FOIL. Right, so I'm going to FOIL out the first set of brackets. 2x times x is 2x squared. And then outside I got plus 12x. Inside I got negative 3x. and then I have negative 18. Right, so these four terms come from the expansion of these two brackets. And then over here, minus here, I can do the same thing here. So x times x times 2, blah, blah, blah. All right, so we get x squared plus 2x plus 2x plus 4. All right, so one of the key things that you need to realize as well is that since we are subtracting this product, right, that means that we have to actually subtract the expansion. So it's key, even though might not be clearly obvious, we actually need to put the second expansion here into brackets, right, into a set of brackets, because we're subtracting the whole thing. So if you forget to write this in brackets, what you're going to do is you're actually going to have the wrong signs here. All right, so let's kind of clean this thing up. So up front here, I got 2x squared, and I can combine these two, right? So 12 minus 3 is positive 9, so plus 9x minus 18, and then minus, and then in a set of brackets here, I'm going to collect these two here, so that's x squared plus 4x plus 4. All right, cool. So now so we are again subtracting this expression in the brackets. So if I want to get rid of the brackets, I can bring the negative into the brackets. Okay, so I got 2x squared plus 9x minus 18. And then I have negative x squared, negative 4x, negative 4. Okay, so now let's collect our like terms. So 2x squared minus x squared is just x squared. I've got 9x minus 4x is positive 5x. And then negative 18 minus 4 is negative 22. And we are done. Okay. All right, so again, the key thing here is BEDMAS. You need to multiply these two sets of brackets together as well as these two. And the other thing is, since you're subtracting the second product, you actually need to put it in brackets, right? And expand, then switch the signs and collect the like terms. Cool. All right, so hopefully that makes sense. And we got this third example here. All right, so this time we're multiplying three what we call binomials. Okay, so two-term polynomial. Okay, so we have three binomials that we're multiplying together. All right, so when you come across this, what we're going to do is we're going to multiply these two at a time. All right, so actually a common mistake is actually, oops. See if I can. All right, so again, common mistake here is to multiply the 2x into the first set and then keep doing it. All right, we actually don't do this because what you're saying, like, let's just use like numbers as an example. If I ask you to multiply 2 times 3 times 4, right? Well, this is going to be 2 times 3, which is 6, times 4, which is 24, right? You are not going to go 2 times 3 and then 2 times 4. 3 times 4 and so on, right? That's just not the way it works. So basically you're multiplying two things together. All right, so going back to this here, this. Okay. What we're actually going to do is just multiply, we're going to expand out this set of brackets first. Right, so essentially we are just multiplying the 2 with the 3 in comparison. All right, and then what we're going to do is we're going to multiply it with the x minus 5. So this is going to equal yeah, so we're going to expand out this first two sets of brackets. So that's 8x squared plus 6x minus 12x. That's the inside ones minus 9. All right, so that's the first two brackets multiplied together. Again, this is x minus 5. And if I collect my like terms, 8x squared. All right, so if you put these together, that's negative 6x minus 9, and then x minus 3. Okay, so again, make sure you multiply just the first two sets of brackets together. Now what we got is we got 3 terms and 2 terms. And so if I want to expand out these brackets, the 8x squared has got to get multiplied with each one of those. Likewise, the negative 6x with these two, and then negative 9. All right, so we're going to end up with 6 terms. Let's do that. So 8x squared times x is 8x cubed. And we have 8x squared times negative 3, so negative 24x squared. Let's do the negative 6x times x, so negative 6x squared plus 18x. And then negative 9x plus 27. All right. And again, collector-like terms, so 8x cubed. Now we put these two together, so that's negative 30x squared. And 18x minus 9x is plus 9x. Yeah, plus 27. And that is it. All right, so yeah, so when you're multiplying 3 things together, make sure you just multiply the first 2 together, collector-like terms, and then multiply that product with the third. Oh, I just realized I copied this down wrong. Shoot. Yeah, so this is a 5 there, and I wrote down a 3 here. Yeah, so just give me 1 second here. Please forgive me, I'm just going to fix that up. This, actually, I'm going to change this whole thing. All right, let's try that again. So that is a 5, not a 3. All right, so 8x squared. I'm going to do this fairly quickly. So negative 40x squared minus 6x plus 30x minus 9x plus 45. All right, so 8x cubed. Again, I'm just going to collect my like terms. Sorry, that's an x squared. So negative 46x squared plus 21x plus 45. All right, so that's the actual correct answer there. So yeah, the other thing is, yeah, I guess when you're multiplying, make sure you just copy down the correct binomial. Cool. So that is, yeah, so that's it.